We'll see how it all unfolds. We'll see. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to close out the show with our Fitz take. Uh, this weekend, we saw two instances, but this is not the first time that it's happened where fans were throwing objects onto the football field. When the Colorado Buffaloes played against Texas Tech, uh, the fans threw tortillas onto the field, which is kind of weird, like eat them on a taco, bro. Like, what do you. But then also LSU when they were playing Alabama, a call happened. I can't remember exactly what it was, but people started throwing bottles onto the football field. Um, Elijah, take off with this one. How do you feel about this? And ultimately, how do you stop this from happening?
Man, you gotta. I just don't like it, man. I know, I wasn't at the LSU Alabama game last night, but I can go back to the LSU Ole Miss game where they gave them these little flashing things, and LSU fans were just throwing them on the field, man. And thankful none of them hit me, but fans do stuff like that. Texas a while back against a couple weeks ago against Georgia, they were throwing stuff on the field because they didn't agree with the call. Look, man, yeah, it's okay to be upset at the referees. Sometimes they need to get their vision checked too. It's okay to be upset as a fan because you want everything to go your way. You didn't pay money to walk in that stadium and watch your team lose. I get it. But at the same time, you got to think about the safety of these players, the safety of these coaches, the safety of these referees. Now, words will be said all the time. For instance, Fitz, you heard it yesterday. Arkansas State walk on the field and they were saying some words to those Arkansas State players and people. I'm okay with that. But if you start throwing stuff, if you start throwing any type of object that's near you that could harm these guys, I don't see why they can't go on the field and Ron Artest you. I don't see why they can't go up there and Steven Jackson you go into the stands and Steven because you hit them and now you're giving them a reason to go hit you. And fans, I need you to think about that for a second. These athletes aren't your size. They're not my size either. These athletes are 9 times out of 10, about 6'2", 220 something pounds, 3% body fat, 97% muscle, and all it takes is one strike. That little think about it. That was it worth the tortilla for you to have a black eye? Was it worth a tortilla for you to be hit into a coma? Was it worth it? It wasn't. So at the end of the day, you have to respect these players. I'm okay with trash talking. I'm okay with people throwing up signs, having signs at the games and stuff like that. I'm okay with stuff like that. That's fine. That's part of the game. Um, you know, but throwing stuff, endangering other people, um, that's not what I'm okay with for these fans. And I think that these fans need to start thinking about it. I don't know what kind of disciplinary things they can have for fans that do stuff like this. I guess they can ban them. I guess I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
but I think that they should start cracking down on stuff like this because again, this can turn into a bigger situation than what everybody wants, especially the NCAA. They don't. The NCAA is they like their money. They don't like to spend it, but they like to keep it. So I think they need to start cracking down on what they need to do.
Absolutely, man. There's growing up, I'm sure we all heard it. Our parents probably told us this as a young child. You're going to school. They said, keep your hands to yourself. They could have added on to that. Keep all your items that belong to you to yourself as well. Bro, what you throwing a water bottle for? What if you a grown man. I'm not talking about a teenager. I'm not talking about a college student. College student, I give them about this much leeway because if your mom and them raised you right, you should know better. But if you are a grown adult throwing stuff onto a football field because you don't like something, you need your entire butt kicked. The whole thing with a foot the size of Shaq's. You need it kicked. Because what are you doing? It's not that serious. I get it. As a fan, you're a fanatic. You're crazy about this team. You are behind them 100%. You want to see them win at all costs, whatever it takes. But brother, sister, you you you're not a part of this on the field. Your role is to scream real loud and cause ruckus for the opposing team. That's it. That is it. So, you had to shut up and dribble. I can't tell you to shut up and cheer. So sit down and cheer. Stand up and cheer. Whatever. Stay in your seats and cheer. Do that. Refrain from throwing items onto the field. That's why we go into these, we go into concerts, we go into football games, basketball games, and you go and get a drink, and they telling you to take the cap off of it. They telling you to pop it open beforehand because they want to make sure that you're not throwing a bottle cap at a concert. You're not throwing the water bottle at a sporting event. But you know what? LSU started something because they have it now. It's like a face scan for like every person in the stadium. They can take a picture and they can zoom in and see the people's face, which is was gonna happen. And you heard it here first on the Fitz Take podcast. What's gonna happen is they're gonna put a camera that's saying, because technology is continuing to advance. If they can take a picture, video is coming. They're gonna start putting video cameras in there. And the same way that they can snap a picture of your license plate and send you a ticket in the mail, what you think coming from the football game? You're gonna get you a nice little slip in the mail that says, "Don't bring your butt back to Tiger Stadium. If you do, we have your picture posted up on the walls. You will be escorted by big, strong men." In that order. So I say to all fans, not just LSU fans, to
Right.
all fans across college football, professional sports, high school, middle school, little league, pee wee. Sit down, stand up and cheer. Stay in your seat and cheer. Don't throw nothing. Don't toss nothing. Don't even think about it. Just cheer and boo. Cheer and boo. That's all you need to do. Have fun. That's it. Have a good time. Drink you a couple beers. Look, have you a good time. Give you something to eat. Watch the game. That's it. Because you're ruining sporting events because of this. And it's showing a level of entitlement that I get it. You're paying your hard-earned money, so you feel that you should have a voice in some of this. But that's it. You should have a voice, not a swinging fight. That's what the players for. Let them do that down there. Let them do all the tussling and bustling and bumping down there. That's what they do on the field. Let them block and tackle. Let them shoot the jumpers. Let the hockey players fight. Like your role is to sit in the chair, stand, and cheer and boo. And that's it. So that's our take on this, ladies and gentlemen. What's yours? How do we stop fans from throwing items onto fields, onto courts at these sporting events? How do we get this stopped? Because it has to. Because what's going to happen is somebody's going to get hurt, and a rule's going to get put out. Unfortunately, that's how laws and rules and things are unfortunately made. Something has to happen. So something is going to happen. Somebody's going to get hit, and unfortunately, that is going to cause a lot to happen. So we got to get out in front of this. Y'all tell us what you think down in the comments. We would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching this clip of the Fitz Take podcast. Be sure to like this video and also subscribe to the YouTube channel. And also follow me and Elijah on our social media platforms. They will be linked down in the description. And remember, every episode of the Fitz Take podcast will air right here on the YouTube channel every Monday at 2 p.m. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.